Hello class, I'm just doing a quick video on how to do feedback. Uh, I had a little bit of issues with this, so I finally got it sorted out. Here we go. So let's just go through it and let's see what we can figure out here. So I have to unfortunately use one of you guys. Karina, I'm sorry. Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything in particular, but I just wanted to use someone as an example. Um, Canvas is being very difficult and won't let me just use a test student, so I have to just quickly use one of you, Karina. Again, my apologies, but this is just a quick way to show everyone how to do this peer review exactly. So first, and again, it's going to look a little different for you guys. Unfortunately, it's just the way it's going to be. I can't even go in student mode and it quite doesn't work. But here you're kind of have the same thing going on. If you go to the assignments, you'll see assignments, of course, and then here's project 1 rhetorical analysis paper rough draft for peer review, right? Click on that. You'll see something similar to this, but over here on the right you will see a your submission, whatever you called it, and right under there should be two names. I don't have this because I'm an instructor and I cannot make it work as a student, so we'll just have to go with this, but you should see two names. One will be a random of your peer, another one will be another random peer. Some of you might only have gotten one. Unfortunately, not everybody turned in their first assignment, so no big deal. If you got two, great, then do two. If you did one, you'll still get full points, just like my email said. No big deal there. Whatever the case, click on that name, whatever it is here, and it'll take you into something like this. So you'll see the person here, their work here, view feedback, and show rubric. So you can download it if you want, but it's better to use Canvas as what I want you to do is to click on view feedback here, and it'll open a smaller version here, which you can kind of, mess around a little bit here and make bigger and do whatever it is that you have to do. I wonder if I can. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So you can make it full screen. Yeah, however you want to work with it, okay? Anyways, the point is that I want you guys to give as much comments as possible. So a good way of doing that is clicking on this button here, and that'll give you a couple of colors. Pick whichever color you want. Whatever you do, you just drag and drop, and then you can go like this, right? And give comments. The comments, once they're done, are automatically saved. So any kind of change you make is saved already. And the way you will be able to view them is when somebody gives you back the feedback, it'll show up on your page. Click on view feedback, much like you're doing here, and you'll see the feedback other people will give you. Either way, you can make changes, add text here if you want. Play around with it if you like. Yeah, cancel that. Highlight stuff. Highlighting is okay, but it's kind of ambiguous, so it's kind of hard to, like, what is that supposed to tell me? I'm like, what do you mean? Do I have something wrong there? It's better if you just make a comment here like I done there. But anyways, whatever you want to do, go through this paper. Go through the paper, give as much feedback as possible, as many revisions, give as many comments as possible, and then of course click on the show rubric here. And like my email said, here's a couple questions that I want you to answer, and a bigger description about the thesis statement, about each of these, not just thesis statement, but about each of these criteria is right here on view longer description. Click on that and you'll see a longer thing. So here we have, is the overall purpose of the paper clear to you from the thesis statement? Please explain how. Can it be improved? How can it be made clear? Does the thesis adequately predict the paper's plan of development? How? What is the thesis? How can it be more accessible to you, the reader? And whatever comment you have about this, you can go ahead and give here. This is kind of similar to what I'm going to do when I give you comments, so you get a little bit of an idea of the process I go through. So each of these has questions that you want to answer, and these are there to kind of make you think about the paper. Give a full response, not just a single sentence or yes or no questions. That's not going to give you any points from me. I want to see good comments. You only have 2 to do. You have today and the rest. I know it's a little late, but you'll have the rest of the week till Wednesday to do it. And then you give points. The points are actually not points that you will receive, so don't worry about it. When you give somebody points, I'm the only one that can actually give people actual score, but these points are almost there to kind of let the original writer understand, oh, this is kind of how my paper would be scored if I turned it in this way. So, you can score however you feel. And this is not actually your actual score, Cuddy. I'm just practicing here. You can score however you like. It's up to you how you think. Oh, I think this maybe a 7. Maybe this should be a 10 because she did awesome with the thesis. But overall quality could use a little bit more work. It's okay. Anyways, that's it. Once you're done with this, though, however, make sure to hit the save comment. If you don't, it will not save this rubric here, and then you'll have to do it over again. So don't do that. Unlike this one, which does it automatically, this doesn't. You have to click here to save comment. Trust me, you do not want to think you saved it and close it and then have to do it over again. Take it from my experience. So anyways, that is how you will do peer review feedback. Please let me know if you have any questions. Send me an email. I know there was a little bit of a hiccup here with this program with Canvas. No big deal. It should be sorted out. Everybody should have received 2. However, like I said, not everybody turned one in, so some of you may only got 1. That's totally fine. Do that one. Make it complete. Make it a complete revision as much as possible. Help them revise. The questions are there to kind of help you understand what exactly I'm looking for when you are reviewing. Otherwise, again, send me an email if anything comes up. Otherwise, I guess, yeah, we're good to go. Let me know if anything happens. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.